Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Only Theo, and I'm here again with another video, another banger right here on JT Souls. Today we're gonna talk about something that's becoming a little bit of a problem for people that are trying to buy shoes. Sneakers, the sneakers app. It's become a lot more competitive since this pandemic, and everybody's at home with a lot of time on their hands, and you're trying to figure out how can I get those shoes for retail that I want. And this video is to help you better your chances. So let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I know everybody's realize this frustration with the sneakers app where you're just trying to get the shoes you want. You jump on there, you're there at the time that the sneakers release, and you're just not getting them. You don't get that get 'em that everybody wants. Not get 'em, got 'em. You don't get that got 'em that everybody wants to see. You go back on the app and it says your size is sold out, try another size, and you just don't get the shoes, and you're frustrated, and it's been happening more often because there's a lot more people trying to get the shoes that you want. So let's try some new things and try to help you out to get the shoes that you want to get. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure your sneaker app is up to date. Make sure that you close all the background noise on your phone or whatever device that you use before the drop, and be there at the drop. Now, there's different drops with sneakers. There's the draw, where you drop and it's a draw. I think it's called a Dan. It's a draw where you have about 10 minutes or so where you can get in your entry, and people can put in as many entries as they want with sneakers accounts, and they draw after the draw is closed, and you may or may not have gotten the shoes. Usually with a draw, you're not going to get the shoes because everybody wants those shoes, and everybody's had all the time in the world to put in as many accounts as they can and see what they can do. And those kind of draws, bots have all the advantage. So those draws, it's just really the luck of the draw. But a regular release, I believe it's called a Leo, you get 3 minutes to get your bid in, to see if you can get the shoes. And I really like how Nike does it. Some people don't like it. Some people like first come, first serve. But when it comes to first come, first serve, you're never faster than a computer. So anybody with a bot is always going to get the shoes before you. But when it comes to that, Nike, you just put in your bid for the shoes, and Nike just picks people at random. And, you might get picked. And that's when you get that got 'em that everybody wants to see. So the first thing is you need to make sure that all the background noise is off your phone. Make sure that you have a good signal, and at whatever time they release, usually around 10 on the East Coast, you're right there. You're ready to go. Put your information in. Another thing is use PayPal when you're trying to buy shoes. It's a lot faster than using a credit card.
384. You can swipe right here. Oh, it's declined.
Because when you use the credit card, you have to put in the 3-digit code after you put the credit card information in, or you submit to buy your shoes. You got to put in the credit card code, and that takes a little bit longer. I personally believe that the faster you can get your entry in, I think you get a priority when it comes to sneakers. That's just my personal belief. I have nothing to back that up, but I just feel like the faster that you can get your entry in, the better your odds are of getting the shoes. So it's just faster just to use PayPal. So If you do have PayPal, attach that to your sneakers instead of a credit card, and it's just a lot faster. You can just, use your passcode, your Face ID, your thumb, whatever you use when it asks you, when you submit, you can just go ahead, boom, it's already in there, you're in line, and you can get the shoes. I personally don't believe in using bots, but you can use multiple accounts. Now, I know that everybody knows someone with a phone or that's not really in the shoes, and you can make an account using their phone number because you have access to that phone. Like you have a wife, a girlfriend, best friend, brother, sister, cousin, what have you, and say, hey man, let me get your phone number. Can I use your phone number to make a sneakers account? So you use that phone number, make a sneakers account. So even if they try to go through their usual sneakers purge and get rid of accounts, you have access to that phone number. So your accounts are always going to be valid because you can just say, hey man, what's the code that Nike just sent you? Put in the code, boom, now you straight. So that account is valid all the time. So when a drop does come, if you have access to 4 or 5 different accounts, you can get 4 or 5 different entries in, and that goes back to that PayPal situation that I was telling you about, because if you're doing with a credit card, it's hard to get 4 or 5 entries in, having to type in that number every single time. But with PayPal, it goes straight through, boom, 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 and you can get those 5 entries in manually. You don't need a bot. So if you can, and if you do know people, your mom got a cell phone, and I doubt she uses sneakers. So your mom, dad, whoever, get their number, make a sneakers account, get an email address, whatever. It's not that hard to get an email address. Attach it to that account. Now you have multiple sneakers accounts. You can get multiple entries in, and boom, you got a better chance of getting the shoes. But make sure you kind of change your address a little bit, but not too much. So if you go by, your full name is Jeffro. One account says Jeffro, another account says Jeff, another account says J.E. or something like that, J.E. Davis, just initials, so that, I doubt it's a real person looking through these accounts, but the computer isn't going to pick it up as fast if, you have different names. I wouldn't have messed with the address much, because if you spent $200 on shoes, you want to make sure they come to your house or wherever you want to send them. If you want to send them to your mom's house, you can use your mom's address. You want to send them to your girlfriend's house, your homeboy's house, you could do that too and use their address and attach them to your various accounts that you've created with various phone numbers, and you have a lot better chance of getting shoes on sneakers and getting that coveted got them and getting your shoes for retail instead of resale. All right, and that's really the basis of getting them. You just gotta know what you're looking for, know when they come out, be ready, have your accounts ready, and really go after it. You have to go gun-ho. If there's a shoe that you really want, you gotta go gun-ho. There's no more lackadaisically trying to get the shoes. No, you gotta be ready on it and ready to go. And sometimes sneakers releases shoes just out of the blue. How would you know that they released those shoes out of the blue? You could follow this account on Twitter. It's called
It's Soul Links, man. Soul Links.
I'll put it up here for you. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but they usually will let you know when there's a drop. They'll send a push notification to you. Like let's say something came out, a push notification to come on your phone. These shoes are live, and you can go after them right then, be ready to go, and put in your information, and you can have a chance of getting those shoes. I've gotten a lot of shoes early like that. And they just randomly drop the shoes, and they send me that push notification, look at my phone like, oh, go after them, now get them. So that's another thing. Follow certain Twitter accounts that will tell you what's going on, tell you when shoes drop, and you'll be more informed and ready to go, and you'll have another advantage and better chance of getting shoes that you really want. So just try to follow those steps and stay with it, stay committed, and you can get the shoes that you're looking for, whether you're buying them for yourself or buying them for someone else, or you're buying them to sell them. You have a better chance to get the shoes, and that's the way to get a better chance with the manual gang if you're not using bots to get shoes, you know. And that's pretty much it, man. You know, just stay with it, work hard. You'll definitely get them. And I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all coming and hang out with me. And I just got one more thing to say, man. Just one more thing to say. No, I got a couple more things to say. Because first you gotta like the video. Like the video, please. It helps us out. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know every single time we drop some new content right here on JT Souls. And